Hi, I'm Vanessa from SpeakEnglishWithVanessa.com. Are you ready to speak advanced English? Let's talk about it. Do you ever feel like you use the same sentence structure again and again? Maybe you hear native speakers make amazingly complex sentences and you think, I can understand it, but why can't I make that sentence myself? Well, never fear. Vanessa's lesson is coming to the rescue. Today, I want to share a trick with you. It's actually pretty simple, but I bet that you've never learned this in your English classes before. You're going to master a beautifully advanced sentence structure that native English speakers use all the time, but I've never heard an English learner use. Until today, because you're going to use this sentence structure and native speakers will think, whoa, you know how to use real English. Cool. Are you ready to master the advanced sentences? Did you know that the more you study, the easier they will be? The more advanced your sentences, the better your English will be? Let's learn. Let's start with a quick review of a simple concept that's going to be key for learning this advanced sentence structure. Do you remember learning comparisons in your English classroom? Like this sentence. His bike is faster than my bike. The word faster is a comparison word. Or her English is better than it was last year. Better is our comparison word. That picture is more beautiful than mine. More beautiful are our comparison words. When we have a short word like fast, hot, easy, green, we're just going to add ER. Faster, easier, hotter, greener. But when you have a longer word like that last sentence, beautiful or intelligent or annoying, instead of adding ER, we're just going to add more or less. More beautiful, more intelligent, more annoying, less beautiful, less intelligent, less annoying. So these are our two ways that we can make comparisons. Just as a quick review because that's going to be essential for taking it to the next level in our advanced sentence structure. Let's take a look at this sentence. The warmer it is, the happier I feel. Can you pick out the two comparison words here? Warmer, happier. We can see that ER at the end is kind of a key to this. The warmer it is, the happier I feel. Right now it's the middle of winter where I live, but occasionally, every couple weeks, there will be one day that feels like spring, and everyone in my city goes outside and jumps for joy, and all of that sadness from winter just washes away, because when it feels warm outside, you feel great, you feel so happy. So we could use this sentence, the warmer it is, the happier I feel. We're comparing two things, but let's take a look at actually what's happening here. We have those two comparison words, but what's happening right before that? It's the word the. The warmer it is, the happier I feel. So that's going to be our key here for structuring these sentences. At the beginning, we have some kind of cause. The cause is warm weather. And what's the effect? I feel happy. So we have a cause and effect happening here. The warmer it is, the happier I feel. Let's take a look at some other examples. The richer the person, the more annoying he is. This is just personal opinion. So here we have two comparison words, richer and more annoying. Because the word annoying is a longer word, we're going to use more in front of it instead of saying annoyinger. We're not going to add ER at the end. And then we have that key word the. The richer the person is, or the richer the person, the more annoying he is. What about this one? The sweeter the dessert, the more delicious it is. The sweeter, that's our comparison word. The more delicious, that's our other comparison word, it is. And we have the in front of both of those. So we have a cause and an effect. The dessert is sweet, and what's the effect? It's more delicious. We have a cause, someone is rich, and an effect, he's more annoying. So we have a cause and effect happening here with this wonderful advanced comparison. Are you ready to take this to the next level? You probably already know how to make comparison words, but what if we make this advanced concept more advanced? Often when we use the sentence structure, like we've been talking about, we don't use that comparison word. We just use the word more or less, plus a noun afterwards. Let's take a look at this example. The more you eat, the more you gain weight. The more, that's our comparison, so we're not actually using a word like the warmer or the more beautiful or the more annoying. We're not using those words. Instead, we're just saying the more, plus a noun, you. The more you eat, the more you gain weight. Let's look at a couple others. The less I sleep, the less I can focus on my work. We can use more or less in these situations. The less that's our noun here, I sleep, the less I can focus on my work. The more I speak English, the more I feel comfortable. Do you see in all of these sentences, we're just expanding on what you already know. You know about comparisons. Now you know that we need the in front of each of them. And then we're adding more or less. The more I speak English, the more I feel comfortable. We could switch that around and say, the more comfortable I feel. There's a couple different ways you can use this, but this is going to be beautifully advanced to talk about cause and effect, and we use this all the time. In fact, there are a couple fixed phrases. They're not exactly proverbs or idioms, but they're just fixed phrases that native speakers use a lot that include this the sentence structure. Let's take a look at a couple. Someone might ask you, how do you like your coffee? Well, you could say, the stronger, the better. This means you don't like cream in it, you don't like sugar in it, you just want a lot of caffeine. Black coffee that's really strong with a lot of caffeine. The stronger, the better. This is often used to talk about drinks. You could even use it to talk about an alcoholic drink. Do you want rum or vodka? You might say, I want both. The stronger, the better. So you're talking about the strength of the drink. The other day I was having a bonfire in my backyard and I invited a family and they said, hey, can I invite my other friends? And I said, the more, the merrier. This is a really common the type of fixed sentence. The more people who come, the merrier. This is kind of an old-fashioned word to mean happy. The happier we will be. But in that fixed sentence structure, we do use the word merrier in daily conversation. The more the merrier, sure, come on. Or if you're having a problem at work and you're talking with your coworker saying, should we tell our boss about this problem? Well, your coworker might say, well, the less said, the better. The less said to our boss, the better the outcome, or maybe the better for your boss or the better for the situation. The less said, the better. The final common fixed phrase is one that procrastinators probably hear a lot. And let's imagine that you need to study English, or you want to study English. But, you've looked at your phone, you went for a walk, you called your friends, and then your husband says, are you gonna study your English lesson today? He might also say, the sooner you start, the sooner you finish. That phrase, the sooner, is used a lot. The sooner you begin exercising, the sooner you'll feel better. The sooner you do something, if you do something now, you'll see the results quicker. You'll see them sooner. So we often use this, and the sooner you start, the sooner you finish, or the sooner you'll see the result. And now I'd like to share a quick conversation dialogue with you that uses this advanced sentence structure a lot. I challenge you, after this lesson, go back and try to say those sentences with us. That's going to train your speaking muscles, help with your pronunciation, and also remind you how to use this because you're using it yourself. I've been feeling kind of down lately, but I'm not sure why.
Have you been working too much again?
Well, I go to work at 6 a.m. and finish at 8 p.m., but that's fine with me.
Whoa, that's a long time. Maybe the more you work, the more stressed you feel?
I don't know. I guess I have neglected to see my friends lately.
Yeah, the more you see your friends, the more positive you'll feel.
Yeah, I do feel kind of lonely. The less I do outside of work, the less connected I feel to them. Yeah, maybe I have been working too much.
I'd say so.
In fact, the more I tell you about my work life, the more I realize I need balance.
Yeah, the more work, the more stress.
Yeah, the more down I feel.
But the more time with friends, the happier, the more connected.
The more encouraged, but also the poorer.
What? The poorer?
Yeah, because I would be spending money instead of making money.
Don't worry about that. The more money you make, the more you can spend. Let's go have fun.
Oh, okay, you convinced me. Let's go.
That was a lot of the comparison sentences, right? I hope that this helped you to feel more comfortable with it because you know what? The more you study, the easier it will be. So make sure that you review this lesson because the sooner you review, the sooner you'll be able to use it yourself. There's so many ways that we can use this advanced the sentence structure, and you will be one of the first English learners to use this naturally. So please do it. Go out into the world and make me proud. And now I have a question for you. In the comments, I want you to create an advanced the sentence. Make sure you check out other people's comments so that you can see some more great examples about how to use this advanced sentence structure. Thanks so much for learning English with me, and I'll see you again next Friday for a new lesson here on my YouTube channel. Bye! The next step is to download my free ebook, 5 Steps to Becoming a Confident English Speaker. You'll learn what you need to do to speak confidently and fluently. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more free lessons. Thanks so much. Bye.